Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Oz13MS Death God, who wanted the Gogg as Dr. Eggman. Or for us old people who really haven't played a lot of Sonic games since 3, Dr. Robotnik. Same difference, but that is what we've got here. He wears white gloves, so that's what I've got. Might have made the skin tone a little too pale. And I'm not sure that band around the Gogg's neck works well for the mustache, but I didn't really have any other way to apply a mustache, so I went with it. But it works surprisingly well, because I mean the beam guns on the Gogg's abdomen actually work for the buttons on Eggman's outfit, so it's really kind of surprisingly accurate. And of course the shape, but I'm using mostly ranged options because even though the Gogg is hard to stop, I don't want to get countered or, downswung while I'm trying to do damage. So trying to close carefully a lot of the time. Maybe too carefully, but okay, there's a dodge roll, which means it is time for me to move in. And move in I have, and I think I have enough boost to get the last SWAT in, yes. Now there's somebody there. If they were a little closer, I could have just side-swung and caught them, but not quite. I've been marked by probably an Isaac. Got that shot in. Torpedoes are not ready. And tagged it. Think I'll have time to swing before it can counter. I did. And let's see. I'm a little surrounded though, so it's time for me to do something. Nope, got killed by... I didn't even see that Zakukai B-type, and it just came out of nowhere. I think it was on in my blind spot on the left, because... Of course, since it's an over-the-shoulder shooter, where the camera is mostly on your right side, you lose, especially with something large, you lose some field of vision on your left. And yeah, the Gogg is big, so it is a little bit easier to do that. So yeah, but trying to move back in, I saw somebody over there that was getting attacked and thought I might be able to help. I was not able to help, and it's probably time. Hopefully Well, luckily they split up a little bit, so I might be able to get in on somebody. And side swing did it. Yep, they never expect the side swing. Remember that most of the side swings in the game have range past your field of vision. That's really important to remember and can save your life. See, I have the torpedoes. Zuda has maneuver armor, so I can... if it's boosting, I can't stun it, so it's a big question of timing. I got it. I took a stun instead because the Gogg has that stun reduction, so that should have been a heavy stagger, just a normal stun instead. That was not bad. And that was a lot of tease, so hopefully I don't need a pop filter because I'm not using one right now. Let's see. There is that Aqua Gem again, which, yeah, can't get close enough yet, so just do what I can do. Enough of those harpoons will stun me, and that anchor will knock me down, I believe. So it'll at least stun me. So that's yeah, managed to get in though, and I may be able to get the kill before this other person gets on me. Oh, the other person's a Gigon and is dead. And I think, yeah, I got behind the building. I think that Jim is out of legs. Somebody else took the kill, but that is fine because I'm still alive. I'm not going to probably do a lot with 1400 health, but I'm going to do something. And beams and torpedoes are ready. Missed the recon Zaku, so it's time to run. I'm kind of in a crossfire here, so somebody's going to get me, and indeed did. But yeah, 4 minutes or so left. Scores I think are fairly even. We're not too far down if we're down, so let's see that. Yeah, fairly even. We're about 700 points down. That's fixable, especially if I can get my claws on somebody or other. But yeah, Gogg is difficult because it boosts relatively fast, but it doesn't have a lot of thrust, and it is slow. So, and yeah, the only ranged stun option is the torpedoes. So, you break a shield, you'll stun somebody, of course, but unless it's the Gundam Mark V, but that has so much health in its shield, that's probably not an issue anyway. It's going to be interesting to see that shield skill on something else that has less shield hit points, because that could be very useful. I feel like the original Gundam would be a good candidate for that skill, just because it is frequently shown losing its shield in the animation, and sometimes not only not just getting not getting stunned or surprised by it, but finding that it using the shield to distract somebody, throwing it in their face and then shooting through it. When fighting Shar's Gogg, for one thing, got a little damage in there before I got knocked out, but yeah, I really shouldn't have charged 3 enemies. That's what I've been saying. With approaching with the Gogg is hard, especially this map has places to hide, but I'm large and it's hard to fit through some of those spaces, and so yeah, it's very tricky. And when you're not in one of the narrow spaces, where you are generally in, like I am right now, is the wide open. If I can get close enough, I can hit them, because they used their yep, got him. They used their dodge roll, which means I'm free to attack. But yeah, again, just got to close, and hard to do. That anti-air gun that Recon Zaku's using is also something that can be a serious problem for a Gogg, because it does not take many of those anti-air shots to actually stun you. So it's a thing. I've got my torpedoes. I missed with them. I'm moving in as best I can anyway. That's 1 shot. 2 shots were enough to stun, but I didn't have enough boost to close. Again, the eternal Gogg problem, and everyone is kind of converging on me here. So trying to get the damage in before I die. I did it. Whiffed a tackle that I was hoping would get this person here, and I was already side swinging, but they were ready for it this time, and I am down. And probably dead. No, not quite. I'm up. And I still have enough legs that I can get with somebody, but I really probably should just run away. You'll notice I'm not doing that, and yeah, my iframes ran out, and I am stone dead. So, it's a fairly close one. I don't think we end up making up the difference, sadly, but I think I've done fairly good damage, and I've been wanting to run some more stuff on the new military base map, because I got that Kapul round, but that's the only other thing I'd managed to get here so far, because I have the Japanese version of the game, so I've been able to log in and play these during the problems with the North American client, but it's still kind of just cut into my time a little bit, I think. Mainly, it's been kind of busy, and I haven't had as much time to play as I want. But on the upside, I think I may have mentioned before that my mom has been stuck in her hospital bed since she got home from the hospital in 2019. We finally got what we needed to get her out of bed. She was able to sit up today, and I am really happy we managed it. My brother, who you probably remember from when I was in the hospital in 2019, is, really good at logistics, and he figured out most of what we needed figured out. But yeah, as you can see, we didn't quite make it up. Lost by 1,500 points, but I did fairly well. 2480, 67,000 damage, I think it was, and 7 kills. So, not a bad round, and I hope you enjoyed it, Oz. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. Until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! Man, last year there was only one hospital trip. We managed to sit out the entire rest of the year after having one in January, and I'm hoping to beat that record this year. I'd like this to be the first year in a while that nobody's had to go.